Hello and welcome to another video. This time I'm going to talk about Surrounded by Idiots from Thomas Erikson. The whole book is about the DISC model, and it's basically four different personality types of people that most people take up, and they're like these four different types, which is dominant, influential, steady, and consciousness. And it's a lot about like if people are more extrovert, introvert, or more task oriented or personal oriented. And the book is basically also built up into four different parts where he talks about each one of these personality types. And I think it's super interesting to read through it, go through it, learn about the different techniques, because as offensive as the title might be with the Surrounded by Idiots, he basically opens up in terms of you're living in a world and people are just doing things much differently and they're all idiots, right? But then once you start to learn about more like these personality types, you can also deal much more with it. And it's just like figuring out how to really understand other people's and what might be interesting for them or important for them, which is not so much of importance to you. And I think from this is it's really a book that is super useful to know and to learn. Um, for sure, in the end, it's a model, so each model has its limitations. But from my point of view, really, also in a lot of situations, I can quickly also figure out like the dominant competence of people, and then you might actually draft your messages much easier towards these people because you know what is of importance to them. And I think this is really also this part, because most of the people we do communicate in the way as we would like to be communicated to. But if you have different styles, it might be really different how you have to draft messages, and so you can really also learn much better to communicate with other people. Having that said, I think one of the downsides of the whole book is like once you read it and you know about these types, you will be starting to figure out or trying to figure out what kind of colors or personality types that the other persons that you interact with might have. And but I think it's always quite fun. And while he basically also states all the time, or he talks about like special personality profiles, which are like pure colors. I mean, he has for each of these four personality types that there is a color, and so he talks about them more or less as they would be like per color, but most people they have actually mixtures of two or three colors as well. But I found it really super interesting to read. There is a lot of like personality characteristics of the different profiles, but as well he talks about like how can you actually also interact with people better, and what is maybe important if you talk with a person that is more like one characteristic type versus the other. And I think for this it's really super interesting book for me, also like one of the must reads. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and that I made you interested in the book and that you're gonna enjoy reading this. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you soon.